go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He hands it off from the gun. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Breaks into open space. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long and find out who the best team is late in this game. Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Northwestern getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looks like Northwestern will have the first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Pulls it in. It's Hood. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Here's a throw underneath at the back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Oh, he makes the catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. He makes the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 40.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to chuck it again. Catch made by the tight end. That's a nice play. They'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Man, And that is a quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
The Ducks moving quickly down the field here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Oregon. And now they'll set up for a point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Walters. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw now on first down. Nice grab. It's Hood. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Looks like Northwestern will have the first down.
By the receiver. Gain of 3. That's a first down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Northwestern getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With sure hands, it's Hood. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. No huddle now for the offense.
That's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The offense readies for play number 10 in this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Tackled, but first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The receiver makes the grab, and the defense smothers him for no gain. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Pass is caught. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They'll try a pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
The Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. We'll see if he can make a play on this return.